Hello everybody. I just wanted to show you a video on a 2008 Toyota Tacoma V6 changing the spark plugs on it. Now it's not that big a deal. The hardest side is going to be the driver's side. There's going to be a couple of hoses in your way, and that's about it. The hardest part is getting down in there to unplug the plugs from each coil, but it's possible. You get your fingers down in there and do it. Two hoses you have to take off to do this. One is this one, which I don't know if you can see right here. I didn't even have to get pliers out. I just used my fingers, pulled that hose off, and there's one other hose right here, and it goes, can you see it on that nipple right there? And all it had was this on it, and again I didn't have to use pliers, I just used my fingers, was able to squeeze it and pull on the hose and the clamp at the same time, and it popped it right off. Not too hard. That was the only way to get to this back spark plug here. That's the only two hoses you had to take off. I did have to loosen the intake bracket, which is one 12 millimeter bolt right here. I took it out so I could push it to the side and get to the center coil, the center spark plug here. And down the bottom of that bracket, there's also, you can't see it, but at the very bottom of that bracket, there's a 12 millimeter. I just loosened it enough so that I could push this over to the side. That's all you have to do is move it over, and then you can get to that 10 millimeter bolt that holds the coil in there. Now there's two bolts right beside the coil. The one on the left is your valve cover bolt, and the one on the right is the one holding the coil. Be sure not to loosen the valve cover bolt. That way you ain't got to worry about leaks. You get a leak in your spark plug, and then you have no choice but to change all the valve covers, gaskets. Easiest way I found to access this side is I used just a 6-inch extension with a 10 millimeter bolt to get the coil bolts loose, and then I have this I don't know, 2 foot, 18 inches, 2 foot, something like that, extension. You can buy a set of these. There's a set of 3 at Harbor Freight. They're all different lengths. It's cheap. It's worth to have them in your shop. I've had these for a few years now, and they've saved, I mean, like taking transmission bolts out or anything like that, you need long extensions like that. It comes in handy. So, like I said, the driver's side is the hardest part. That's 2 hoses. And the intake bracket's the only thing you got to take loose, and you should be able to, I was able to anyway, able to get in all those and get them pulled out and changed out with new ones. Now, as far as your spark plug socket, a lot of people go and buy, the swivel's nice. I always buy my spark plug sockets with swivels. A lot of people buy the ones that have a rubber gasket in it. I have given up on those. I don't buy them anymore. I bought these with magnets in it. It's a lot better, and they come loose and they don't stick on your spark plugs. They're easy to get out, just a little wiggle and they pop off the spark plug after you get the new one in. Don't buy the rubber ones, get the magnetic ones. They will basically never go bad. I don't know, I've had this for at least 10 years probably. Who knows how many spark plugs I've changed with it. If you're gonna buy one, don't buy just the socket. Buy the swivel one, spend the money on it, it's worth it. You'll use it over and over and over again, I promise. So, like I said, that's the hardest part, is the driver's side. I tend to try to do the hard side first. That way, the easy side seems even easier than it is. As far as the passenger side, all you gotta do is take loose the one clamp holding your intake tube on there. Move that out of your way. Release the 2 clamps, pull your air filter out, and all 3 of those are easily accessed. No problem, nothing in your way at all. Very simple to do. Oh, your spark plug gap on these 4.0s needs to be .043. I always check new spark plugs, used spark plugs, whatever. I always check spark plugs before I put them in there, no matter new or used or whatever. Always check them. Shoot, I carry a gauge on my keychain. I have since got my first vehicle. But like I said, that should be it. You need a 10 millimeter, a 12 millimeter, little flat-headed screwdriver to pop the clips off the plugs, and I think, yeah, it's 5/8 spark plug socket. And I think it should be all the tools you need. Like I said, 6-inch extension, and then, I don't know, 18-inch to 2 foot extension. Makes it a lot easier to reach down in those spark plug holes. Oh, FYI, whoever did this last, I do not like that person. I am very, very, very mad at them. They did not use anti-seize. That is so stupid to not use anti-seize on your spark plugs. I mean, it's so simple, it's cheap, and it saves the next guy doing it. It might even be you doing it the next time they need changed. Put anti-seize on it, please. These were not fun to get out. It's so scary. I've broken off spark plugs before. It's not fun to fix that. And see all the rust? That's what happens when you don't use anti-seize. Of course, you can see there. Sorry, I'm getting a new GoPro soon. I'm just using my cell phone for this. My GoPro should be coming in the mail in the next couple days. But you can see these were bad. Been in there many, 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 many miles. Time for new ones. But please just look at this. I got this on eBay. I don't know, $10, $8 to $10, free shipping, and it lasts for years. You'll keep in your shop. Just keep a bottle of this. Use it all the time. I use it anytime I do suspensions, anything that's rusty. I use it on. I mean, literally anything that gets water on it or anything like that, I use anti-seize. I probably use anti-seize more than I need to, but better safe than sorry. So, pretty simple. Driver's side. Oh yeah, I forgot. You do have to take your cover off. It's just two 10 millimeter nuts holding that on there. That's it. That's the only thing you got to take off. Covers. So, I can't think of anything else. I think I covered it all. If you have any questions, comment, and I'll try to answer them. And don't forget to put your hoses back on. Engine won't run right without those vacuum lines. But there you go. Use anti-seize. Have a good one, guys.